The true measure of wealth, the generous man. In a prosperous town, there lived a man named Rahim, known for his boundless generosity. He was not just wealthy in money, but also in kindness. Owning multiple businesses, luxurious properties, and a fleet of expensive cars, Rahim never let his riches create distance between him and his people. Every morning, he walked through the streets, greeting his neighbors, friends, and relatives with a warm smile. He helped poor families, sponsored children's education, and supported small businesses struggling to survive. Whenever someone faced a problem, they knew Rahim would be there. His house was always open for guests. If a friend needed money, he gave without asking for its return. If a relative needed a job, he created one for them. People admired and respected him not just for his wealth, but for his heart. The unthinkable disaster. One stormy night, fate played its cruel game. A fire broke out in his main business warehouse. Everything burned to ashes. The fire spread to his other properties, leaving him with nothing. The insurance company found a loophole and refused to pay for the damages. In a single night, Rahim lost everything. His bank accounts emptied, his luxurious cars were sold to pay debts, and his grand mansion was taken by the bank. The man who once had everything was now standing at the crossroads of despair and uncertainty. A man is never alone. Rahim had always believed that true wealth lies in the hearts of people, not in bank accounts. And that night he realized his real fortune was not gone. As the news spread, something extraordinary happened. His friends, relatives, neighbors, and even the poorest people he had once helped came rushing to his aid. One friend offered him a house to stay in. A shopkeeper whose rent he had paid for years gave him free food. A businessman hired him as a consultant, respecting his wisdom and experience. His relatives pooled their money to help him rebuild. Even the children he had sponsored for education, now successful professionals, came back to repay their gratitude. The greatest. Come back, Rahim, now without riches, but full of determination and love, did not give up. With the help of the people he once supported, he started a small business again. It was not grand, but it was enough to survive. Day by day, with their support and his hard work, he rebuilt his empire. He did not just regain his wealth, but also became an even greater inspiration to all. When people asked him how he survived such a tragedy, he smiled and said, "True wealth is not what we own, it's what we share. Money can burn, but love and kindness will always return." Moral of the story: helping others is an investment. It always comes back in ways we least expect. True wealth is not in money, but in relationships. Never lose hope, no matter how hard life gets.